We're in space! Alright, so this can be kind of a rough match for Ghostface depending on the survivor's play, because to play primarily on the outside, a lot of space they can see you come a long way. That center gen is a priority gen. The problem is, any way you go to, they're going to easily spot you. So I want to try to keep surprise mode as long as I can. So they're usually in the back here somewhere. There's one there. Far enough away, hope she didn't see me. Okay, it's got that full 99. Need to get some pressure on early. Let's see if they saw me. I'm gonna go for him. She's 99, she's as good as downed. But, you know, this gives me expert. Oh, man, okay, he just really made a mistake. But this gives me some really free, easy pressure because one person is practically down already. They're 99. And I do have it down here. So that's essentially 2 times the damage versus if I were just to chase down the person that was 99. They're stickiness, so they're probably going to get this done. I'm thinking there's 2 people on it. Yeah. That's not the same one. She should not have dropped that. I mean, if you know you're going to get hit as a survivor at a pallet, don't drop the pallet. Okay. There she is. That's the one I want. Checking to make sure she can get to a pallet first. This is a nice early pressure. So we got 2 downs already and only 1 gen done, and that was because they gen rushed that one. All right. I thought someone was around here. Okay, he went left, not right for the rescue. If he went right, it would have been a trade, but he's leaving her there, which means if I trace her, someone else is going to go for rescue, which means 1 less person on a gen. So it's kind of a win-win for me, really. Thought I heard that. I was like, oh, he's probably in the locker. But now I know he has it on. Some really strong pallets in this map. He decided to try for the window instead of the pallet, though. Checking throwing tremors. Doesn't look like anyone's on any gens. It's kind of hard to notice until you actually hook someone, because then the hook bars go away. Yep, no one's working on gens. That's good. I'm gonna try to put some pressure on that that hook that just unhooked. Gotta keep him on the run. Scratch marks, scratch marks. Well, I heard footsteps here. Okay. Gonna try to get some stock in here. Okay, she's done for. But again, see, that's practically a down already, but I want to start to put pressure elsewhere too. You don't want to just 99 and keep focusing just on them, because you want to have 2 times the pressure by 99 someone and going for someone else, if possible. Where'd they go? Oh, they're there. So stupid. He can see through that. Is he going back? Yes, he is. That hurt? Okay. I typically don't double hook, but behavior is really really pushing killers into having to tunnel, especially the weaker M1 killers, sorry, into having to not double hook. So let's work on this. I did not mean to reveal or expose her. Yeah, that was my bad. Oh, okay. That was weird. I kind of mind game myself there, I guess. Really expect her to go back the other way. Goodness. Well, anyway, the problem with M1 killers is I'm gonna use this as a free. Perfect. You almost have to go for double hooks on some of these maps, which I hate. I'm gonna trigger throwing trimmers here. I'd rather play nice and, you know, not ever hook 2 people in a row, and I try to avoid it. But especially with the 8 regression limit coming in, they're just making it almost impossible to play M1 killer. So at this point, if I'm not going to like immediately go for someone who just gotten hooked to like a kind of face camping or anything. But if they get hooked and enough time has passed, they had a chance to leave the area and heal up, and they don't, then they're on the menu again, as far as I'm concerned. Now, if I see someone else nearby, like the unhooker, for example, then I'll typically always go for the unhooker, because I at least have some pressure I can put on. But him earlier there, I had no idea where the unhooker was. So he was my only target over there. And I spent time running that side of the map. I couldn't just not have anything for it. Okay, let's see here. So we can cut her off here. Maybe, maybe not. Get some free stock in. No, she double backed. Okay, that's smart of her. Hi. Got some good stock in there. He's wanting to follow me? That's not very smart of you. Okay, dude. That's annoying. Fooled you. Yeah, there are so many pallets outside. It is ridiculous. Now here's another thing. You can see I'm being fairly aggressive, trying to, put pressure as much as possible, hooking as much as possible. I have people twice, like two people at once on the hook, like really putting pressure. And despite all that mass amount of pressure for an M1 killer, they're still down to 2 gens left. So we're getting to the point where M1 killers have to play perfectly, with no mistakes, with constant pressure and almost zero downtime, just to kind of stay afloat. Because this is like lots of pressure, and they're still down to 2 gens. So if I've made any mistakes or lost people or losing a lot of chases, or they got flashlight saved or pallet saved like that, they would have already all the gens done and out the door. So these days in DBD as an M1 killer, it has to be like full force, constantly on. I mean, you got to play sweaty, and it's becoming frustrating. Because I like being more, friendly and fair, but you just can't do that as an M1 killer anymore. Now I'll still, give final hatch, of course, last one hatch usually. And if there's someone just got unhooked, I'll typically go for the unhooker, because I don't want to go for the person that just got unhooked again. This is pretty lame. But, that really bites me in the butt a lot as an M1 killer. It's becoming... Where did she go? Well done, her. Oh, wow, man, she made some distance. Well done. Okay, she thinks that I lost her, but I did not. There's always a pallet nearby out here. It's very dangerous for M1 killers. That's why I run the drop leg knife sheath, because it gives you that speed boost so you can catch up. Like you can see, almost all these chases, if I did not have drop leg knife sheath, they would have gotten to a pallet safety. That's the one saving grace so far on this map. So it's worked out, mostly because they've haven't really been able to get to safety because of that drop leg. Again, there, if I didn't have drop leg, he probably would have made that. But yeah, if they can make those pallets, you're done for as an M1 killer. Just because just so much time is lost. I mean, I'm gonna give her a last hatch. I mean, even with all this pressure, if I've made any mistakes and such, they would have been able to get more gens done and out the door. So yeah, That's just kind of how DBD is now for M1 killers. You just have to go full force. Otherwise, you just have a bunch of survivors. Just teabagging, essentially. So yeah. Not a fan of doing any type of tunneling or anything. So one thing I would like to recommend for people that if you're not in trouble, like you have generators to spare per se, be nicer. Try not to tunnel. If someone's getting unhooked, go for the unhooker, and so on, so on. But I do know a lot of y'all are having trouble with difficulty as an M1. Just because of how constantly aggressive you have to be and like almost no downtime. So my concern is DBD behavior. The devs are going to start pushing nicer, more fair killers, especially M1 killers, into extinction. Where you have to, yes, I like your spins, I give you spins back. Skybox is pretty. Where there's going to be not as nice anymore. And, that sucks. I don't want the game to really turn into a situation where it's just constantly sweat. People should have fun, be a little more friendly if possible, but it's just, yeah, I understand. It is getting harder to do that these days for M1 killers. And this 8 limit regression thing really hit them hard. But regardless, I mean, if you do have room for gens, I personally like to be nice about it. Anyway, GG, that was fun.